I asked you guys to sound off on my Twitter account, on our Facebook page, facebook.com/HarbaugHBlue. Immediately after Saturday's 51-7 win over Colorado State, Ryan Taylor coming in and says, love Cade and thank him for his dedication, but it's JJ time and we can win the bigger next level games with him as a starter. I am going to jump into all of these vocal Michigan football fans. Folks, I thought it was split. I don't think that the debate is very split anymore. And we're going to have some fun today. We have a lot of comments. I probably had thousands of comments between YouTube and our Facebook post and my Twitter account on Saturday about the quarterback battle and what they expect from this team. And we'll dive into I didn't say all of them. I just grabbed about 10, 12 of them throughout the afternoon on Saturday that I want to talk about here on today's show, the Michigan Football Report, with, of course, me, your host, James Yoder. Now, it's Tuesday, so we promise we are doing Michigan Flash Mob Tuesday. Check out this tweet from Don Thomas. If you're not familiar, if you're not on Twitter, not on Michigan Twitter, Don Thomas, I like Don. I talked to him on the phone here and there. We text every once in a while, and I've met him in person 2 or 3 times. We met at the San Antonio for the NCAA tournament this past year. We met at 1 or 2 Michigan games back like 2019 season. But Don has become a little bit of a Cade McNamara apologist to the point where people are starting to get mad at him anytime he tweets something about Cade because they don't think that he's very objectionable. Here's what he basically said on Monday. Cade McNamara has given his heart and soul to Michigan, came in his 4th-string quarterback, redshirt, yada, yada, kept his mouth shut, took a 2-4 team and became a champion and was voted captain by his peers. And now he's being done wrong. I think he's talking about, people just expect that J.J. McCarthy is going to seize the job, take the job with the start on Saturday, and then seize it the rest of the year. This is not good for, and in caps, anyone. So this is Flash Mob Tuesday. What I want you guys to do, I am putting this comment right below the video. I'm pinning the link to this tweet right below the video here on YouTube, and I'll put it in the description towards the top as well of the video. So click on that link. Go to Don's tweet from yesterday, 6:28 p.m. Eastern, and comment, Yoder says relax on it. I mean, we got to get this whole Michigan football flash mob going, so go ahead and click on it. If you've never used Twitter before, just create an account. It says Yoder says relax in this tweet. I just tweeted that myself here a little bit ago on Don Thomas's tweet. Reply to him and says, Yoder says relax. Look, I want to do some things like maybe in a few weeks, if we get this thing going, that every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, we all tweet out Go Blue or something like that, hashtag Go Blue, and we get Go Blue trending nationwide. So this is the start of that movement. Flash Mob Tuesday. All right. Now I talked about Don Thomas kind of, getting the ire of some fans. Look what this guy says. Mike R5577 on Twitter says, I really don't know how Cade's family doesn't ask Don to stop. He's the most ridiculous human I've ever come across. I don't think Don's a ridiculous human. I do think that he likes being in the mix. I think that he develops relationships with parents and families, and when those players become starters or whatever, he does go to bat for him. So you want a guy like Don in your corner for once in a while, but maybe he needs to be a tad more objectionable if he says this is not good for anyone. If JJ comes in on Saturday and absolutely tears it up and looks the part, looks special and plays special, then you've got to give him the start on UConn. There can't be a single Michigan fan out there, reasonable Michigan fan, that can disagree with you. I'm not saying it's JJ's job forever, but if he comes in and looks the part and makes all the throws, give him the start for UConn, see if it continues. Cade McNamara is going to be there. He's not going to transfer anywhere this season, and we will go from there. The new AP poll is out, and Michigan has taken a big jump, also a decent jump in the coaches poll. They jumped from 6 to 5 in the coaches, but have popped up from 8 all the way up to number 4 in the AP poll. Alabama 1, Georgia jumps from 3 to 2. Ohio State drops from 2 to 3 after, kind of struggling with Notre Dame, but maybe not really as much as people think. Michigan from 8 up to 4. And Clemson drops from 4 to 5. I think Clemson sucks, right? I think Clemson stinks. Their quarterback stinks. Their only chance is if their freshman, Cade Klubnik, comes in from Texas, comes in and gets a starting job like Trevor Lawrence did in 2018. Notre Dame, Texas A&M, and some others are there in the back half of the top 5. But take a look at this tweet I put out about 4 weeks ago. I said there are 4 teams they're far away above the others in college football this season: Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, in no particular order. There's a big drop-off after that top group. I don't think I've changed. Nothing I saw in week 1 this past weekend changed my mind about that at all. I think these are the top 4 teams in college football by a big margin, and unless one of them drops a game to somebody other than the other one, these are your 4 playoff teams, right? The winner of Michigan, Ohio State will get a 2 seed, and the loser, as long as they don't lose another game, is going to get the 4 seed. Alabama, Georgia, SEC champion, they'll end up with the 1 seed. The loser will get the 3. That's that's how it's going to play out unless one of these teams drops a game. So I'm excited to see Michigan now up to number 4 in the AP poll. I am headed to Michigan, Hawaii on Saturday, flying out Friday night from Dallas to Detroit. Private, of course, no big deal. Not saying you shouldn't fly commercial. I'm flying private, no big deal. I want to get to 21,000 subscribers so I can pay for that flight, get a bonus if we're able to. So I might be poor if we don't get there. We need 378 more of you guys. By the way, I'm kidding, not flying private. It's just a joke. 378 more subscribers to get to 21,000. If we do, we can hold our heads high here in the Chat Sports Studios as I return to office on Sunday for NFL Sunday. So youtube.com/Michigan TV. If you haven't sent to a friend, if you know a friend that loves Michigan football, a parent, a relative, youtube.com/Michigan TV. 378 more in the next 4 days. Help me out. Subscribe to the channel, the only daily Michigan football show on YouTube. We're going to jump more into your takeaways, some big-time reactions here, but want to make sure you guys know all about what's going on with this game. Under the lights, Big Ten Network, Saturday night. I think it's going to be fun because there's no chance it's a close game, but I think everyone's going to be so jazzed up about J.J. McCarthy getting a start and maybe jumping into a next era of Michigan football where you've got a quarterback that could go toe-to-toe with any quarterback, any defense in America that Michigan might face, including Alabama, Georgia, of course, Ohio State. Michigan is favored by 51 freaking points. That is insane. I love it. It's crazy to see. Over-under is 67 on this one. 51-point spread. If you're betting Michigan, they got to win 52-0 for you, or of course, the difference there for you to cover that one. So that is pretty exciting. All right, now let's take a look at your reactions coming in from our Facebook page. Sam, if you get an opportunity, toss that Facebook link across the bottom too, and make sure people know we are 67,000 strong on our Facebook page. It is YouTube or Facebook.com/HarbaughGoBlue. Look at Sam, best in the business, got it for me in under 2 seconds. Cody Woodcock says, and this is just a little bit away from the team, I thought I wanted to address this one because I find it peculiar. I learned I never want to listen to RG3 call another game. Did you guys see the game? Did you watch the game on TV? I thought, frankly, I wasn't expecting much, right? When I saw RG3 was the color commentator, I think it was his first year actually doing it, right, in college, I was like, oh, this is going to be a disaster. He was awesome, right? He got in the tunnel with the Michigan team. He was literally, the players are jumping around right around him. He runs out in the field with them. Then he goes across the field, goes up the little, if you've ever charged the field at Michigan Stadium, both sides have a little staircase so you can go up from the field into the stands. Goes up there and literally walks up 90 rows of stairs from the field all the way up through the crowd with only one security guard behind him, all the way up to the press box. Breaks a little bit of a sweat in full suit. Calls a 3.5-hour game. I thought it was awesome, and I thought he had some really great takes. Maybe the take of the week was Alex Orji scoring that touchdown late on in the game. They show the replay, and RG3. There's an orgy in the end zone, which I've been saying that joke's out there for months since he committed to Michigan back in December. RG3 was the first one to take advantage of it on a big stage. But I want to ask you guys this question. Let me know down in the comments. Just type yes or no. Did you like Robert Griffin III, RG3, the former 2012 NFL Rookie of the Year, 2011 Heisman Trophy winner? Did you like him being a color commentator for ABC on Saturday? Well, yes or no? I'm voting yes. If you say no, I want to know what you think you did wrong and where you can improve, because I thought it was a pretty dang good job for RG3. Next up, we've got more vocal Michigan fans sounding off on this quarterback battle. I think you guys know where it's going to go, but you're going to want to stick around here and see what everyone's saying on J.J. McCarthy and Cade McNamara. But before we do, we are presented by BetUS, our sportsbook partner for the third season in a row. Go to chatsports.com/GoBlue. Use that promo code GoBlue. No spaces, you dummies. Kidding, but guy emailed me the other day, James, GoBlue doesn't work. He didn't use a space, or he had a space. No space, GoBlue. 125% deposit bonus. You put in 100, you get $125 in bonus money. 200, $250 in bonus money. 300, $375 in bonus money. And up from there, you can put up $500, get $625 into bonus money. I'm putting my bets out every single Saturday morning on Twitter. Went 2-3 this week. Kind of bumped on that one. I'm 3-3 on the year, but 2-3 in my official picks after I bet North Texas in the opener, if you recall that one. So go get going with BetUS, chatsports.com/GoBlue. Once again, chatsports.com/GoBlue. Use that link. It'll redirect you to BetUS, and use that promo code GoBlue to get the 125% deposit bonus. So we talked about this one at the top of the show. Love Cade and thank him for his dedication. JJ's time, and Michigan can maybe get to the next level as a program. Very interesting that he says it, because it's kind of what I was thinking too. And I tweeted this out during the game right around halftime on Saturday. I said, I'll always love Cade McNamara for 2021, and that's no doubt about it. I think Cade McNamara was the right guy at the right time, was a great leader, did everything Michigan needed him to do, and stuck around, when he was remember, 2020 season, he kind of came into the years of the third string quarterback, not even having a chance to play. And then Dylan McCaffrey decides to transfer, opt out. Then Joe Milton isn't the guy. He becomes a starter, gets hurt, is there for 2021. That first half passing game was depressing, folks. I never felt comfortable with him throwing the ball anytime throughout the game. So that was my takeaway, kind of agreeing with what Ryan Taylor said. How about J.D. Jones from our Facebook page? JJ came in once the team was settled. Cade looked uneasy for all that playing time last year. That being said, I'd rather see JJ as QB1, more versatile. Look, JJ, when he threw the ball, he looked like a better thrower. And then he added such an element that I don't know if we have really seen what he can do with his legs. He is clearly probably the second or third best athlete I've ever seen at Michigan in 25 plus years at quarterback, right? Not Denard Robinson level, but way more athletic than like a Tate Forcier or anybody like that. Drew Henson, potentially, right? It's tough to say, but he looked like he had it, and he made every single throw. Definitely more versatile. I had this thought, though, which it almost racked my brain, almost broke my brain, is that last year we were saying Cade was the guy that Michigan needed at the time, but we all saw what happened when Michigan got into that game against Georgia. They just didn't have the offensive firepower to stick with Georgia, or really the defensive firepower, right? Georgia got out of the gate and was scoring on Michigan left and right. I hope we don't look back 2 years from now when JJ maybe leaves after his third year at Michigan and say he could have been the missing piece to a national championship season last year. You think back to 2018 Clemson, they made the switch after 5 games, took a freshman quarterback, a true freshman quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, and went and blew out Alabama at a game I was actually at, Alabama-Clemson national title game. Could Michigan have done the same last year with J.J. McCarthy? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever thought about it until right after, right about halftime or so of the game, or not halftime of the game, towards the end of the game on Saturday, is maybe J.J. McCarthy could have came in and, led Michigan to a national title, not lost that game against Michigan State, maybe potentially beat Georgia, beat Alabama. Tough to say, but it's just something I'm thinking about. And if he goes out in there, leads Michigan to playoff this year as the starter, and then maybe wins a Heisman or is top 3 or 4 in the Heisman, number 1 draft pick, number 5 draft pick, whatever it is, we might look back and say he could have been the missing piece in a team with Hassan Haskins, David Ojabo, and Aiden Hutchinson. But I don't know from you guys, just type their jersey number down in the comments. If your QB going forward is J.J. McCarthy, go ahead and type 9 in the comments. If it is Cade McNamara, sticking with Cade, go ahead and hit 12. Give me a 12 in the comments. It's really interesting, and I won't want to take a shot at Cade at all, but I don't know if I've ever seen the fan base unified so heavily on one topic that's as divisive as this as after Saturday's game as we have here. I think it's like 99.5%. It's every Michigan fan, and then Don Thomas is typing in their 9s. Don will be in there typing his 12. So that's what it is, 9 or 12 down in the comments. Jim pronounce it for me, Sam. Patricus? Jim Patricus. There you go. If we didn't have a kid like J.J. McCarthy, I'd be good with Cade McNamara as my starter. But we do have McCarthy, and he needs to be the full-time starter. Will there be mistakes? Yes. But oh my, the upside with J.J. is immense, and it is absolutely. Question coming in, or comment coming in from Adam Mahoney on the Facebook page. He says, it's J.J.'s to lose this week. I agree with that 100%. If J.J. McCarthy goes out there and throws 15 passes in the first half, early second quarter, goes 11 for 15, 200 yards, and has 50, 60, 70 yards on the ground as well, and is just looking crisp, commanding the offense, commanding the huddle, there's no way you can not start him against UConn a week later. You have 2 more home games coming after Hawaii, 4 to start the year. Then you go on the road with what looks like an awful Iowa team after they didn't score a touchdown, scored 7 points with 2 safeties against somebody who was like South Dakota State on Saturday. YTK on my Twitter account says the D-line was fire. Obviously not top-notch competition, but 6 sacks is huge. I think it was actually 7 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, 7 sacks. A lot of people, including Mike Sainristil, former wide receiver, now nickelback, got a sack for himself. A lot of people have question marks after losing Ojabo and Hutchinson. We'll see if it continues on in the Big Ten plays, but man, that defense did not look like it missed a beat. Mike Morris looked great. Who was I going to say? Braden McGregor looked great. Inobi Anamo, the transfer that I'm totally hacking his name at this point, he looked great. A lot of speed. Keep it up this week against Hawaii. Mike Trainer at Mike E. Trainer on Twitter says, JJ is clearly the guy. Defense is elite, right? Questions on the linebackers, I'm sure, when you get into a game against a team that can run the ball better. Still have yet to see this new secondary be tested. There was no really testing from Colorado State on Saturday, but I agree. It looks good. It kind of reminds me of that 2017 game against Florida where you didn't know what to expect replacing 10 starters. Michigan came out, absolutely dominated Florida in that game, folks. And although the offense was terrible in 2017, the defense was elite, kind of turned around into that 2018 defense, which was, up until the Ohio State game, one of the best in Michigan history. Can we get to 21,000 subscribers, folks? I am flying out on Friday. Land in Michigan and Detroit Friday night. If you're flying in, shoot me a text or a DM on Twitter, and we can hang out at the airport for 10 minutes before I go. I'll be in and around Ann Arbor all day Saturday. I need to get to 21,000 subscribers before the game kicks off, 8 o'clock Eastern, Saturday night at the Big House. So subscribe if you haven't, or send that link to a friend, youtube.com/Michigan TV. How about this stat? This was amazing. This was awesome. I didn't necessarily look at it and realize how interesting it was after the game or our post videos on Sunday and Monday, but 15 Michigan football players caught a pass on Saturday. That is, I don't know if it's a school record. I haven't really dug into if it's a school record or not. I'm guessing it is. Roman Wilson with 2, Cornelius Johnson with 2, Colston Loveland, the freshman tight end with 2, Eric, and then all these guys with 1. Eric Gall, C.J. Stokes, Matt Hibner, Blake Corum, Ronnie Bell, Hunter Neff, Luke Schoonmaker, A.J. Henning, Andrew Anthony, Diamond Edwards, Peyton O'Leary, the Cooper Cup walk-on, Max Bredesen, and then Darius Clemens, Darius Clemens not. He got a target. The true freshman did not get one. So Max Bredesen was the end of that list. That is amazing, folks. Shout out to Jim Harbaugh for getting all those guys involved. 84 Wolverines got playing time on Saturday. Last request for the day. Just a reminder for you guys making it all to the end, the MFers, the real ones, the squad. Go to Don's tweet and just say, Yoder says relax. Anybody who does it, I'm going to give a shout out on the show on Thursday. So go ahead and type Yoder says relax on that tweet. It is pinned below the video and it is right down in about the second paragraph or so in the video description. All right, we will be back on Wednesday with some juicy rumors on the quarterback situation and what's going behind the scenes on the locker room. So make sure you stick with us. It's the Michigan Football Report from Chat Sports. Until I see you tomorrow, go Blue.